Hi, this is Pastor Steve. I'm recording this on Monday because we're looking forward to Tuesday's Takeout, our devotions, and I want to talk a little bit about what we will experience on Wednesday of this week when we have our first midweek series during Lent. It's entitled Drawn to the Word, The Miracles of Jesus, and our guest artist is Pastor Paul Oman. He'll be on video, but he'll also be painting and talking about one of the healing stories in Mark's Gospel where Jesus heals the Gerasene demoniac. I want to read the story to you. Mark chapter 5, verses 1 through 20. They, meaning Jesus and the disciples, came to the other side of the sea, to the country of the Gerasenes, and when he had stepped out of the boat, immediately a man out of the tombs with an unclean spirit met him. He lived among the tombs, and no one could restrain him anymore, even with a chain. For he had often been restrained with shackles and chains, but the chains he wrenched apart, and the shackles he broke in pieces, and no one had the strength to subdue him. Night and day among the tombs and on the mountains he was always howling and bruising himself with stones. When he saw Jesus from a distance, he ran and bowed before him, and he shouted at the top of his voice, "What have you to do with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? I adjure you by God, do not torment me." For he had said to him, "Come out of the man, you unclean spirit." And then Jesus asked him, "What is your name?" He replied, "My name is Legion, for we are many." He begged him earnestly not to send them out of the country. Now there in the hillside, a great herd of swine was feeding, and the unclean spirits begged him, "Send us into the wine, let us enter them." So he gave them permission. And the unclean spirits came out and entered the swine, and the herd, numbering about 2,000, rushed down the steep bank into the sea and were drowned in the sea. The swineherds ran off and told it in the city and in the country. The people came to see what it was that had happened. They came to Jesus and saw the demoniac sitting there, clothed and in his right mind, the very man who had had the legion, and they were afraid. Those who had seen what had happened to the demoniac and to the swine reported it, and then they began to beg Jesus to leave the neighborhood. As he was getting into the boat, the man who had been possessed by the demons begged him that he might be with him. But Jesus refused and said to him, "Go home to your friends and tell them how much the Lord has done for you and what mercy he has shown you." And he went away and began to proclaim in the Decapolis how much Jesus had done for him, and everyone was amazed. We're also going to sing a song in the noon hour. It's called Healer of Our Every Ill, and I want to use this as a prayer that we can start this week with. Healer of our every ill, light of each tomorrow, give us peace beyond our fear and hopes beyond our sorrow. We'll sing some of the verses of that song and pray especially for the people of Ukraine and for those of us in our community. As I always say, we pray for one another. We appreciate that. Have a good week, and I'll see you hopefully at midweek and again on Sunday. Take care.